FSUTJ20's.
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
ST.
Coach, some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Miami Dolphins and the Arizona Cardinals. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the... .24-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Ready! 48 Mike. Check right.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And some space here. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. A big play there on the first play of the game. 42 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Once again, they run with Breida on 1st down. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
At the Cardinals' 35-yard line.
Ready! 70 ending. Mike, 58, right there. I got you, punk.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They'll look to throw here. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Marcel Darius flies in at 331 pounds for the sack.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was hoping for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On second down, it's Drake. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 7 yards there and a first down.
Go, great. Top. No.
First and 10 at the 48-yard
Switch. Hey, other side, solid. Watch the run. Mike, 28. All day, baby, all day. Wide. Hey, empty. Punch.
On first down, Drake. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
So now first and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 39-yard line. They run the counter. Dillon, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Running right, here's Dillon. 3 yards on the pickup there, and they've got it back to 3rd and 10.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Throwing now is Wentz. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. He's got the leg, but it's no good. He missed it right, and this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty trip downfield there as they get a missed field goal on 4th down.
And I didn't see anything in the setup. It's a good snap, good hold.
Yep.
He just pushed it, and that one never wanted to come back.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. They'll set up to throw. Looks for Parker, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Parker unable to get that one. So after the INT, here's Wentz. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Slam. Check.
A handoff to the right side. It's Drake. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
3-0
after 1 on EA Sports.
Hey, Team 6. He's coming. I want that. Give me that ball, defense.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Able to find Isabella. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
They'll try and pound it in with Drake. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Kenyon Drake with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Hey, showing it.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And an alley to run. It's a foot race. The 20, 10, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Matt Breida, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are back within a single score. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So now the Dolphin offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Let's go.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a two-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Running, it's Drake. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
82. Five. Watch the curls. Mike, he's coming. Check in. I'm coming after you.
To throw is Wentz. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here, 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. He'll look to throw. It's complete to Grant. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. On 1st down, here's Breida. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. That's going to be caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary.
And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. It's their quarterback. A 3-yard run as he kept it himself. And the Dolphins are going to jump back in front. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
We got this.
At their own 25-yard line.
Go. 120.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Going deep for Hopkins. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
You draw Corker. Rush in. Rush in. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. Rip, rip. Double up, double up. He's coming.
Now Drake. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Wentz to throw on 3rd and 1. And he will find his man on the outside. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass, a run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Dolphins get the football in great field position. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, we got 3 down. Under 10.
Now it's Breida. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. 2nd and 1. He gets it into the arms of Parker. Complete. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Devontae Parker with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Great 15. Great punch.
On play action, Wentz going deep for Hopkins. He's got a man, complete. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Throwing is Wentz. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, and the right approach in going after it. Also, it may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things, and it won't come back and hurt them later.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was is for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started.
Let's go, folks.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll run with Drake. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
82, 40. Go. Number 28,
from the gun on third down, Wentz. And that is incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Out of the shotgun, Breida. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Caught by Nelson. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 25-yard line. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. That's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's caught by Parker. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. J.J. Nelson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Right back to Drake. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down. To throw, it's Wentz. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
Here we go. What's good? It's out of time. It's out of time.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 13. And this is caught. It's Parker. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Running out of the gun here, Breida. And he's brought down. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Ready? Come on. 58. Come on.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Jakeem Grant, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They'll start the drive with Drake. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. They stay on the ground with Drake. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Hey, zoom. Listen.
From the gun, it's Wentz. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. Wentz to throw for it on 4th. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a first down. Shotgun now for Wentz. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. 23 yards the pickup there. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Wentz again. This short throw caught by Goddard. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona. Wentz now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Into the red zone. Wentz. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Xavier Howard with a good coverage that time as he was there and knocked it away. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan and especially the execution.
It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets them up now 1st and goal.
Run. Alert 3.
On 1st and goal, Drake. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kenyon Drake. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals get a bit closer. And he's going to get in for the score. And the lead now cut to 14. He hits the big target for the two-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives and a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, I usually agree with you, but I'm going after him right here. I want to put this bad boy away. I wouldn't be afraid to throw it. They've got all the confidence, all the momentum on their side. Go ahead and take your dagger shots and try and finish this one off.
I disagree vehemently. I say run the football. You've got the lead.
Well, let's watch it and find out who's right.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it looks like he'll throw here. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Jakeem Grant, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34.
At their own 34-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Read it well, and it's picked. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense. But they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that.
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second. As the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Now back to throw. Lets it go for Nelson. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. J.J. Nelson with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Dolphins, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for Arizona, they come back to the pack a bit as their record falls to 7-3. And